Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to this episode of Morning Breath. We've got a great topic for you today. Labels' reliance on social media numbers when handing out their much coveted deals.
We actually got this idea from an article that we came across on Indie on the Move by a gentleman named Stephen Wrench, and he is the CEO of Musik and Film Records. He brought up a really interesting point. First of all, he was a VP of a major label for a long time, so I guess he knows a lot of people in the business. And he had recently picked up an artist who spent hundreds of thousands of dollars recording using the best producers and the best studios and everything. He pitched it to a bunch of, he said, just about every label. He didn't hear anything back, and when he started making calls to the people to find out what was up, their answer was, well, the numbers just weren't there on social media.
Yeah, keep in mind sometimes they hadn't even listened to the music because of the social media numbers being so low.
Yeah, he said, well, what do you think about the music? And they're like, well, we didn't listen. We're not going to pass. Kind of unbelievable.
It's crazy. Yeah.
That's where we've come. I mean, think about back to Zeppelin and Rolling Stones, Beatles. These are things that they did not deal with.
Oh, geez. Michael Jackson would never have made it if he had to rely on social media numbers. That would have been nuts.
And we understand, I mean, the point of it being there, and we understand that. I mean, sure, if you're going to be able to sell yourself to social media, you're going to be able to sell yourself to the public.
What I thought was that it's much like any other kind of marketing where you have to kind of demonstrate that you can market on your own, and then a label will look at that and say, oh, well, this person, if we invest the same amount of money now that this person has, say, 50,000 Facebook likes, we'll get a far better return on investment because they've already got this large audience, whereas if somebody has only 500, well, we're going to spend the same amount of money and get nowhere. The label knows if you're a safe bet or not, which is what they're doing, really. They're betting on you.
But a lot of it doesn't make any sense, especially nowadays. You buy your Facebook likes.
Yeah, it's
your
possible.
Twitter likes. Mm-hmm. We're doing that right now.
Yeah.
We shot up just about 100 likes in the last half a week because we're spending $5 a day to try and get our social media numbers up. There are real people who, it's just an ad. So the ad goes out and says, hey, check out this band. If they like us, then they'll hit like. But as Ed pointed out, I mean, we only have $5 a day to do this for what, maybe a month?
Maybe.
And then we're out of money. I mean, some people, what if we had $1,000, or like you said, or what if we had $100 a day?
Yeah, if we had $100 a day.
Do we get a label deal then? Not that we want one necessarily.
I don't know.
But
that's the thing, though. Like, we probably would, just because we'd have so many Facebook likes. And let's be clear, having a lot of Facebook likes makes a big difference, but it does nothing in terms of what your visibility's like or your interaction or anything. Mm-hmm. I've seen pages with 200,000 likes that get maybe 0.1% of that as engagement, whether it's likes or a share or a comment. I think the bigger question is, why doesn't the music matter more?
This episode, we're calling it emotion versus numbers, which is something that Steven said in his article.
Yeah.
How does a music supposed to evoke emotion? How does a number do that? I also read another article today by somebody at Facebook, and he said algorithms are great, but algorithms don't have emotion.
Yeah, exactly.
Steven's point of the whole article, and something that, as you know, if you watch our episodes here, it's something that we really believe in, which is indie. Go indie. It's the way to do it anymore. The labels are going under. They're not doing well. So why are they going off of the same thing that isn't working?
Yep. And the thing is, now a lot of indie artists, we have the tools to do all this ourselves. So we can grow the numbers and we can have the numbers for ourselves. Yeah, we're not trying to reach a label. Like, we're trying to reach more people, so that will just feed on itself. Yeah, it was just a little irritating to see that was still the case.
God, yeah, because I've been there. I mean, I played that game. I made a country album in Nashville, and I used the best producers and the best studio musicians, the best studios. We made it about as commercially audible as possible.
Yeah.
And in songs I loved, granted, it was something that was going to try and get the attention of some labels to try and get me a label deal. And yeah, it didn't happen. I did get some attention from a small label, but that label I think ended up also kind of being washed away into the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, I mean, of course there's exceptions to the rule. One of the examples I like to use for that is I recently got to go backstage to the James Bay concert. If you don't know who he is yet, you are going to know who he is very soon, because he's about to open up for Taylor Swift, or already is opening for her. I was talking to his bass player and I asked, well, how did James get his start? And the bass player said, oh, he just played an open mic and, you know, got signed to a label and made a record. And
It's chance.
that exists still.
Yeah.
Still happens.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, that's going to happen, you know, and 1/1000% of us are going to get the deal that way. For the rest of us, that's not going to happen. I think, yeah, the important part is we have all the tools available to grow an audience, so we can just use those. In that regard, the right record label will find you too.
Yeah, maybe.
You know.
And also, I'd like to throw the disclaimer out there that what we're doing is awesome. Do it. We're so happy. I don't need a label. And if one happens to come along, like you said, that is right for us then and makes us happy, then great. But like, we're doing this independently and organically, and life is good.
Yeah.
We're playing music. We've been playing some amazing shows.
Yeah, it's been great.
People are buying our music. I have no complaints. So.
Yeah. Hopefully the labels will wise up and remember that it's about the music. If not, we'll be fine. So what's the song today?
The song is something that we've been covering since... God, did we even have a band name when we started doing this one?
I think I can't remember. Maybe.
Okay. Well, when it was our first rehearsal, we decided to learn 3 originals and 3 covers. And this is one of those 3 covers that we learned. We're still doing all 3 of these covers.
Yeah.
This one is a song you might know well called Karma Police by Radiohead.
It's one of our favorite bands, really. I particularly love Radiohead a lot.
I've always loved this song, too.
Yeah, this is a really good song of theirs.
And we arranged it very differently from how they do it. The
Yeah.
lyrics seem pretty appropriate for this topic.
Without further ado, Karma Police by Radiohead.
Karma police, arrest this man, he talks in maths. He buzzes like a fridge, he's like a deep-tuned radio.
Karma police, arrest this girl, her Hitler hairdo is making me feel it, and we have crashed her party.
This is what you get.
This is what you get.
This is what you get when you mess with us.
Karma police, I've given all I can.
It's not enough. I've given all I can, but we're still on the payroll.
This is what you get.
This is what you get. This is what you get when you mess with us. For a minute there, I lost myself. I lost myself. You for a minute there, I lost myself. I lost myself. Myself, I lost myself. You for a minute there, I lost myself. I lost myself.
Please remember to subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up with all these videos. Like the video as well if you did in fact like it. If not, you can still like it, that's fine. Extra special thanks to our patrons on Patreon. We really appreciate that you support us. If you're not a patron yet, head over to patreon.com/witherword. You can sign up for starting just $1 a video, and we'd sure appreciate it.
You can watch all the behind the scenes research that we were doing on this topic on Patreon as well. Go Indie. Thank you, Stephen, for writing that article, by the way.